all comes down on us! Fire!
Hey there. Hello. Nice cock. Anyway, today we have another Call of Duty game, seemingly lost to time. Because I've seen people talking about Big Red One and Finest Hour, but Roads to Victory, a PSP exclusive, feels truly forgotten. Well, not anymore, since today we're taking a look at Roads to Victory Veteran Experience. It has a lot of good parts, and a lot of meh parts. Overall, a weird and interesting experience that somehow feels like a repetition of everything Call of Duty had up to this point, and sort of a fresh take on World War II settings. Well, let me explain myself. Now, first things first. I did not play this on the original PSP. I used an emulator to run my copy on PC, and I used a normal controller to sort of play it like a regular PS2 game, you know? So I can't tell you about controls or how comfortable it is to target without analog sticks. With analog sticks, the game feels like any other console Call of Duty game, maybe a bit slower and sluggish, but pretty smooth for what it is. The same goes for enemy variety, gun variety, and map design. I can't compare a handheld game to a full console game. On PS2, you simply had way more resources to play around with. But PSP, well, PSP was PSP. No, I did not call you. It's not pss, it's PSP, okay? Okay. So yeah, with PSP, you have to work with what you got.
A fine job prepping this place, but damn if Jerry hasn't filled in the causeway quick. We need to secure this causeway and establish a staging area on the island.
Nuka! Everybody scatter!
Boom, boom, boom!
Okay, let's talk about the auto-aim. Now, I personally don't like it in my video games, but naturally, being on PSP and still being the same aggressiveness as the other Call of Duty games, they had to make compromises. The auto-aim is really good. Maybe too good? Since now aiming with a gun is less accurate in a weird way, like running into the room and just blasting everyone from hip fire is way faster than trying to normally aim, at least for me. Now, what's good is that there is an optimal range, meaning your pistols will have way shorter auto-aim than a rifle. So there is still need to use aim if you want to engage further targets. Just because your auto-aim doesn't reach the target doesn't mean your bullets won't. Overall, I think the system is done okay, giving you an easier mode if you know how to utilize it properly, and still leaving room for regular aiming. like Call of Duty 2, this game uses regenerating health, and it works just like you expect it to. Though I will say that some sections on Veteran can feel like the time to kill is super short, so you're going to redo them a lot of times. Or maybe I'm just bad at the game. What is cool is that this game is probably the only Call of Duty game to have survivor difficulty. What does that mean, you say? Well, basically, instead of regenerating health, you work with what you got. So every hit is important, and every error can be deadly. Your health simply does not regenerate, and there are no health packs. So, I have not played on this game mode, to be fair. Just tested it out. It's cool, though what I don't like is that your screen stays all red, which doesn't really help with visibility when you're already getting fucked.
German reinforcements!
One huge plus for this game goes simply for including a plane mission. And this one is basically the same as Big Red one, even to the point of your back gunner getting hit and you needing to replace him. They might be referencing the same historical event, so, I'm not saying that someone copied someone.
You're a cynical bastard, Gingrich! Nose gunner, Germans left your presents at 12 o'clock. Some anti-aircraft balloons. Shoot them down, will you? So they don't tear up any of our short-range fighters. Hey, how come he gets all the fun? What's your whining, Sergeant Green? Crew check in before the lieutenant's commentary saps the rest.
Cap, they got Wadey's mail right out of the damn
Here they
plane!
come again! Christ, they
But man, I love these parts. The plane interior is detailed, you get to experience different guns on it, and there are tons of enemy planes to shoot at. Also, I really like that these parts uses military lingo to shout out enemies. I don't know, it's cool, and also helps you to deepen your knowledge, Coming from Call of Duty 3, this game has way more interesting and more bombastic scenes, even if those scenes look way more, worse technically. But again, I don't want to compare a PSP game to a console game too much. I mean, for obvious reasons.
Well, all right!
We'll hope they double time it on him. The British 1st Airborne's taking a pounding on him.
I like that the enemies that are currently shooting at you are displayed on the map. That gives at least a bit more tactical sense, because in this game, it's very easy to get killed. And some parts do have really annoying enemy placement, where they basically hit you the moment you step out of the cover. But the loading times, at least emulating, are very fast, so it doesn't get annoying to replay these sections. Listen to me, dude. The grenades in this game is fucking insane. Like, if you see the symbol, you are dead. That is it. I believe that grenades explode on impact, or at least the enemy somehow cooked them to the perfect degree. Like, dude, it became annoying. Some sections I would be just like, please don't throw a grenade. Oh, god damn it. If he throws it, that's it. I can't move away in time and, restart from the checkpoint. It's not game breaking, but like, it's annoying. What is crazy for me is that this fucking game is actually RNG. Wait, you say, what kind of RNG can there be in a Call of Duty game? Bars, whatever. Well, you see, it's sort of random what, if any, equipment enemies will throw out when they die. So, like in this section, one run can have me pick up 2 guns and restock my grenades. While the other leaves me with a single grenade to do, I don't know, something. No joke, this part became kind of funny to yell at my screen asking for at least a single fucking weapon after I killed like 10 Nazis. Come on, game, just give me something. It's really weird addition. I was so used to enemies dropping their guns to be picked up, but here, oh boy, you actually need to keep awareness of your resources. But what triggered me the most is that the grab icon floating above guns has the same symbol as throwback grenades in other games. So a few times during intense combat, I was like, oh shit, there's a grenade, I need to run. Oh, right, that's just a gun lying around. Ah, god damn it. The last mission is a bit of a pain in the butt, with enemies non-stop spawning and you needing to place 4 bombs on pillars, but it wasn't anything that bad. You mostly just need to have as many of your guys there to just like create distractions.
That's the last one! Let's get back across the street and blow this rat's nest!
Also, I think this is the only World War II Call of Duty game that has scoreboards for campaign missions. Yeah, you can have different medals based on your performance. Some of these metrics are pretty alright, like accuracy and time to complete the game feels sort of natural. Headshots and bullets fired, well, that's a bit weirder, especially on a handheld game that abuses the auto-aim feature. Like, how the hell do you get a perfect score here? You need to be fast, but also count your bullets while slowly going for headshots? I don't know. A really interesting system, but maybe not developed to its fullest if it's not, in other games. And I'm definitely not saying this since I got all low ranks. Definitely not. Yeah, overall, a very fun but weird experience, especially if you want to activate cheats later on and kinda do this. of Duty Roads to Victory charts a free front assault across World War II Europe's theater, presenting the conflict through the eyes of American, Canadians, and British soldiers in 3 distinct campaigns.
Overseas. Their first forays are in the Italian theater of operations, in key assaults on Sicily and Salerno, where the US Fifth Army is in danger of being pushed back into the sea. 1944. After their success in the field, the 82nd are deemed ready to participate in the most ambitious airborne operation of the war. Dubbed Elmira, it will play an integral part in Operation Overlord, the Allied invasion of Normandy. In August 1944, the 82nd are called on again. Joining up with divisions from both US and British Airborne Corps, they form the 1st Allied Airborne Army. They undertake their 4th combat jump in World War II, dropping into the German-occupied Netherlands as part of Operation Market Garden.
But there is no story, like an overarching story we had in Big Red One, or even simpler character-based story beats in Finest Hour.
Hey, you okay?
That crash nearly rang my bell. Where's the CO?
Dunno. Out there, somewhere. We're it. Let's move out.
This, from a story perspective, is basically Call of Duty 1. There are characters and some character development, but that is mostly done to give you information on the next goal or the next mission. It's about the overall war and not the individuals fighting it, which I kinda like.
Help! Got a Panzer Shrek!
Incoming!
Get across the street! Take him out! Move! Move!
The American campaign follows a soldier from the 82nd Airborne Division through several key operations.
88's in the park are covering the road ahead. We've got to destroy the German artillery so our tanks can make it over the bridge. Follow me!
The Canadian campaign highlights the crucial contribution of the Canadians' 1st Army, beginning with the Battle of the Scheldt.
1942. Canadian forces in the United Kingdom expand to 2 complete corps, forming the 1st Canadian Army. They are the senior Canadian operational formation in Europe and in 1944 find themselves joining Allied forces in the invasion of Normandy. After Normandy, they march deeper into France, undertaking operations and helping to close...
And with British, we experience whole 3 battles through the eyes of Sergeant Evans, an SAS operative.
We're scanning from hell to breakfast and the Jerrys are everywhere. Come on then, we've got to gather them in and get to the bridge.
Yeah, the game is very short, really short, especially at the end, but I don't know if it's too short for a PSP game, so I can't really comment on it. Yeah, while Call of Duty Roads to Victory lacks a deep character-driven narrative, its story is told through a relentless sequence of historical battles. It's kind of okay at what it does, but it doesn't really leave a lot to talk about.
Lads, we've secured our bridgehead across the line. A lot of good men gave their lives for this moment. They are the true heroes of this war. It's now only a matter of time before the war is ended, and we can finally go home.
Man, visually the game looks... well, it's a PSP game from 2007, so you know what you're getting into. The thing is, again, I have not played a lot of PSP games, especially not on a, 4K monitor. So saying whether this looks good or bad is a bit difficult for me.
Sniper on the 2nd story!
were no places where the lighting was off or it was too dark. I mean, you can see the enemies, it's not like there are 5 pixels moving somewhere, and there are usually quite a lot of NPCs on the screen with you. Yeah, it's a bit muddy. The character models look like they're made of clay, and everything has this weird blurry quality, but I don't know, it looked pretty okay for me, even in the more hectic parts of the gameplay.
Grab those documents! Okay, let's go!
Now, I will say that the characters all basically have a single or maybe like 2 face models, so everyone kind of feels like a clone, which is especially noticeable in the American campaign.
This way! Watch that MG-42!
The map design is also pretty good for a PSP game, giving you some room to maneuver. But there are a lot of visual bugs. Bodies ragdolling out of the map, your guys getting stuck on small objects. There is a lot. Nothing really, like game breaking, but still,
Hey! Hey!
Get clear!
The voice acting is a bit more mixed. Don't get me wrong, it's pretty good, but some voice actors seem to be pushing a bit too much of a weird emotion or accent. Some parts of the story can sound a bit weird, but this happened only a few times.
We got a squad of Krauts out there! Get on that gun! Come on, step on it!
Good work, men. But we've just received new orders. Several 88 batteries have been zeroed in a clearing nearby. We gotta secure the area. Let's move out.
For most parts, the voice actors do a good job. Oh, hey, you know what I like the most? It's just this. Oh, thank you guys. Great sound effect. Great sound effect. Now the music is mega weird. On one hand, this has some of the best tracks in Call of Duty series, really giving their own vibe to it. Some bangers here for sure. But, for most parts of the mission, you have, well, zero music. Yeah, it's awfully quiet. Like, I know that they left the music for the more bombastic moments or the ends of the missions, but I wouldn't mind having some nice jams while I'm killing Nazis. Yeah, sure, it can sound more natural since there were probably no radios blasting tunes in the background, during the actual war. But man, even editing this video, I had to struggle to find parts of the game where there would be music. It's weird, just weird. So, thank you for watching another Call of Duty experience video. And oh boy, what an experience. Roads to Victory feels like a good yet sort of bare-bone game that would fit nicely in the middle of my rankings. It lacks any real story, but does focus on historical details and the main action. It's not as impressive visually, but it is limited by what PSP can offer. It can feel like a checklist instead of narrative missions in some points, but it also had a way more interesting. Overall, it's a good game being limited by the tech. And if you're looking for a classical Call of Duty experience with focus on action, then you should probably give Roads to Victory a try. It is a Call of Duty experience. Better than Call of Duty 3, but probably not on the same level as Big Red One, even with all the limitations. So, there are only few games left in the World War II Call of Duty era. Soon, I'll start making my rankings video, and everything should be clear. But if you have a game you think should win the first place, leave a comment down below. Okay, that's it for today. I'll see you all later.